system refresh. System refresh in a real-time scenarios, we can perform from production to quality or production to sandbox or production to any other systems. Okay, so this is the scenario. Production is my source system and quality is my target system. Now my intention is I want to do a system refresh from production to quality. Okay, this is my source, this is my target.
Morning, sir.
Hi Mujahid, how are you? Good morning.
Just now started.
Yes, this is my production system and this is my quality system. Okay, so whenever you are doing a system refresh from production to quality, what are the data will be copied from production to quality? First one is my database data, correct? Means business data, nothing but a business data. Other than that, so production users also will be copied, correct? User master record, user master record. Right? So in production, what are the RFCs are configured? Those RFCs also will copy here. Printers, right? All printers, RFCs, printers, logon groups, right? So these all will be copied from the production to quality, right? After system refresh, in quality system, what I required? I required before system refresh, how many users are there? Those users I required after system refresh, correct? If production users are copied from production to quality, then what is the use? Because production users are different, quality users are different. If production users are overwrite onto the quality system, then where is my quality users? Then again, I need to create a quality users, right? That is not a best practice. Again, you need to create new quality users in quality system after system refresh, correct? So what I required user master record, and I required quality system, what are the printers are configured. I required those printers also after refresh, right? And RFCs also I required. So apart from this, just I want to copy my business data. Business data is nothing but a database data. Just I required that. Apart from this, I required old information revert back after my system refresh, correct? So in system refresh, in target system, what we need to do? In target system, where is my target system? Quality system is target, right? So in target system, before starting a system refresh, in quality system, what are the users are there, you need to take a export of that users. Why I'm taking a export of these users? Because whenever I've done a system refresh from production to quality, production users will be copied into the quality system, right? One second. So whenever I have done a system refresh, production users will be copied into the quality system, right? So after system refresh, what are the users are I have exported in quality system before starting refresh? Those users again I can import it into the same quality system, right? For that purpose, then I will get it again old users, correct? Quality system. So that's why in target system we need to take a users export. How we can take a users export? Using SCC8 code. In client administration, client export import we have discussed, right? Which profile I need to select? I need to select SAP underscore user profile because I want only user master data export. Okay, go to SCC8, select this profile SAP underscore user profile. Then whenever you have taken export, the export will be copied into the one transport request, correct? So there are three types of transport requests. Transport request numbers are same, but naming conversions are different. There are three types of transport requests will be created: KO, KT, KX. KO is nothing but client data, KT is nothing but client specific data, KX is nothing but client scripts, text and scripts. Okay, so SAP user profile, what it contains? Only user master data. Which system user master data? Which client user master data? Quality system, correct? In quality system user master data I have taken export. After export you need to release the transport request. You need to release the transport request. Why we need to release the transport request? If we release the transport request, then only data file profile will be generated at operating system level. Data file and co-file. In which location? Data file will be stored into the USR SAP trans data folder. Co-file will be stored into the USR SAP trans co-files folder. Right? So why we are releasing the transport request? If we release the transport request, then only we can import after system refresh. If you are not release the transport request, we cannot import after system refresh. So that's why we need to release the transport request. So this is the step we need to perform in target system. Take a user master export in target system. Next, in target system, what are the information I required after system refresh? I required printers, I required RFCs, right? So those information I required. Why? Because when I'm doing a system refresh from production to quality, if production RFCs are copied into quality system, then what is the use? Because those RFCs are production system related. I don't want to use production RFCs in quality system. I want to use only quality system RFCs only. That is one point. Second point, and whenever I'm doing a production to quality system refresh, production printers also will be copied into the quality system. I don't want to use production system printers. I want only quality system printers. Means in quality system what are the printers are configured, I want those back after system refresh, right? So all this information, printers, RFCs, okay, all these informations will be stored in a tables only, correct? Ultimately, those information will be stored in a tables only, okay? We need to identify the table, in which table this information is going to store. We need to identify the table. Why? Because if you know the table, if you know the RFC table, if you know the printers table, then what we can do, we can take an export of the table into one transport request, release the transport request, and after system refresh, same transport request again re-import. Again, we can import into the same quality system after system refresh. Then what will happen? The tables data, whatever tables data you have taken export before refresh, okay, those we can import into the same system after refresh. Then I can get the old data, quality data, correct? Quality printers, quality RFCs. So in a real-time scenario, you need to identify the tables. What tables? Which tables data? Which tables data you want revert back into which system? QAS system after refresh. So take a list of tables, all the table names. Which tables data you want to revert back into quality system after refresh. Here see RFC DES, RFC doc, RFC attributes, TXCOM. Okay. Apart from this, TSP03, TSP03C. So RFC's related tables are these. These are the RFC's related table names. And TSP03, TSP03 is for printers related tables. Okay. So here what will happen is, how we can take a tables data export. That is the main point. How we can take a tables data export. For example, the RFC tables are, these are the RFC tables. RFC DES, RFC doc, RFC attribute, TXCOM. Okay, how we can take it? In target system, go to SC01 T code, create a transport request, go to request and create. Okay, my intention is here, I want to take these tables data export into one transport request. That is my intention. For that, what I need to do, I need to create one transport request. In that transport request, I need to take a tables data export. How? First point is create a transport request. How we can create a transport request? Go to SC01 and go to request and create, and you need to select transport of copies option. transport of copies option, and S. Then you can create, you can see the transport request number. The transport request number like this, QS K91234 5. This is my transport request number. This request will be created. Okay. Then whenever you have double click on the transport request, so whenever you double click on the transport request, this window will be open. And here you need to select the description of the transport request. What is the description? RFC export. Or RFC tables export. Anything, any description. Okay. And target system. Target system is same system. Okay. And owner. Here it will show you your user ID, through which user ID you have created the transport request. That user ID is the owner of my transport request. It will show you your user ID. Okay. So once this has been done in properties tab, then go to objects tab. This is my objects tab. In objects tab, what it will ask you means, it will ask you the object names. Object names is nothing but my table names. Got my point? Here object name is nothing but table names. I know the table names. Then you need to provide these table names. RFC DES here, RFC DES, enter. And RFC doc, enter. RFC attribute, enter. TXCOM, enter. Object names is nothing but a table names. Here we need to provide a object names. Okay. And these properties and objects R3, TR, TABU is the standards. These information will not be changed. R3, TR and TABU is the standard ones. Only table names only it will be changed. Okay. Then once you have given the table names, what you need to do? You need to, here we need to give table names and after that save it. Then what will happen? You can see the transport request, and the transport request, these tables data will be stored under this transport request whenever you have saved. These tables data will be stored into this transport request whenever you have saved. Got my point? So like that you can provide required table names also here, n number of table names. Here I have provided only RFC related table names. Okay. And printer table names also I know. What is the printer table names? TSP03, TSP03C. Correct? So these two table names also I can provide here after TXCOM. Means my intention is I want to take RFC's data and printers data into one transport request only. So you can create one transport request. In that transport request, you can save different tables data information. Not only RFCs, not only printers. If required, any client specific, if client say, I want some tables data information after system refresh. So those tables also you can create using this method. You can create a transport request. Under the transport request, what are the client specified tables are there. Those tables information also you can provide here. Those table names also you can provide here. So all these client specified tables will be exported into one transport request only. Got my point? So if I want to take RFCs and printers, then I can create one transport request. Under one transport request, I can provide RFC tables as well as printer tables in one time. Okay. So this is the method how we can take export. How we can take a export. What type of export? Tables export into transport request. Once you have taken an export, once you have saved, then what we need to do? We need to release the transport request. Release the transport request. What is the transport request here? QASK 91234 This is the transport request I need to release. Whenever you have released, data and co-files will be generated. Where? At OS level. Data will be saved in USR, SAP, trans data. Co-files will be stored in USR, SAP, trans co-files. Correct? So after system refresh, what I need to do? Same TR. What is the TR? QAS K912345. Import into QAS system. Then what will happen? In this transport request, what are the tables are exported? Those table information again it will imported into the same quality system. Means I can get it back the old information back. Printers, RFCs, all the old data I can get it back after refresh. So this is my intention. For this purpose, before starting system refresh, I have created a transport request. In the transport request, I have taken a tables data export. Got it? And printers tables are, these are the printer tables. Okay? And one more main point is system refresh activity. Every client will have a standard method. Okay? Every client will have some standard methods. And every client, each and every client will have some standard methods. You need to follow the method only. What are the system refresh steps they have defined? Those steps only we need to follow, because one client we have separate standards, another client we have will have different method like scripts. They will create a scripts, they will provide a scripts, you need to execute the scripts only, or they will give you some standard method, means one steps will be given into the one document, Word document or Excel sheet. You need to follow the document. Okay, why? Because this is what we are discussing is a general standard method system refresh. Okay, and in production environment, in real-time scenarios, system refresh, every client will have some standard methods. You need to follow those standard methods. What are the standard methods client as provided, those methods only you need to follow. Okay. Some clients will create a scripts. All the system refresh activities will be created in the scripts. Okay, we need to execute the scripts only one by one. What is the flow of scripts? Which script we need to execute first? Which script I need to execute second? So like that. Okay. But this is the standard methods. And apart from printers and RFC tables, okay, if you want to take logical system names also, how we can take a logical system name export? This is the table v_tbdls table. So this table name also I can include here. Right? And after that, in quality system, this is my target, right? In quality system, before refresh, what I need to do, I need to take some T-codes screenshot. T-codes screenshots. What are the screenshots? First of all, SEC4 means client settings. How my quality system client settings are there. SEC4 screenshots. Okay, you need to take a screenshot of some transaction codes. First point is client settings. Where I can see the client settings? In SEC4 T code. In SEC4, how many clients are there? Take a screenshot, and each and every client in the sense 000 client, 001 client, and 200 client. So every client, what are the client settings are there? Those screenshots also you need to take it. Okay. And operation modes. What are the operation modes that are configured in quality system? You need to take a screenshot. What is that? T code RZ04, correct? RZ04 and logon groups. And is there any logon groups are created? If it is created, then take a logon group screenshot. The T code is SMLG. These are the screenshots we are taking. Before refresh, we are taking these screenshots. Okay. And how many instances are there? Instance overview, SM51, right? And if it is a BW system, then we need to take a source system connections. The T code is RSA1 for BW system only. What it contains? Source system connections. Okay. And we have a planning calendar, right? What is the planning calendar? DB13 means what are the jobs I am performing, some DB related jobs. So those will be, we call it as a planning calendar. The T code is DB13. That screenshot. DB13 planning calendar. Okay. And if there is any certificates are there, system certificates, those certificates we call it as a PSC certificates. PSC certificates. PSC certificates means, for example, I'm doing SSO configuration. Okay, For SSO configuration, I need to generate the certificates and I need to export a certificate and import into the certificate into second system. Vice versa I need to do. So those certificates where it will store in one T code. What is the T code? Trust SSO2. Trust SSO2. In this T code, what it contains? All PSC certificates list. We can take an export here. Simple. Go to Trust SSO2. Select the certificate. And export. Save on desktop. Select the certificate and save on desktop. And how many certificates are there in Trust SSO2 T code? All these certificates you can take a export. Okay. And so these are the screenshots we need to take care. Okay. And before refresh, what is the pre-steps I need to take care? Pre-steps in the sense, if it is an Oracle database, in Oracle database we have a table spaces concept, right? We have table spaces. All the tables will be stored in a table spaces only, correct? In table spaces, any table space is utilized more than 95%, for example. Then what we need to do? Add data files. If any table space is more than 95% full, then add data files. Why? Because whenever I am copying a system data, means production data into quality, maybe table space will be full, because in quality system, table space, all the table spaces contains the tables. In tables only the data will be stored, correct? So in production data we have in production environment we have a huge data compared to quality, right? So for that purpose, as a precaution, what we need to do is check the table spaces, and which table space is more than 95% full, then add some data files. If you added data file, then it will down. The utilization is 90%, right? Take a precaution. These are the pre-steps. And one more pre-step is release all the transport requests in SC01. Release all the transport requests. How I can release the transport request? Using SC01 T code. Okay. And second, raise one system message before starting a refresh. How I can raise a system message? In SM02 T code. Means so and so date, from date and to date, system maintenance activity is going on. So please save your work and please log off. That's it. One system message. And lock all the users except basis users, standard users, and any business specific users if required. If required means if client has mentioned any business specific users, then only. Okay. How I can log the users? Which T code? SU10. Okay. Don't forget except basis users and standard users, because if you by mistakenly lock all the users means including your basis, standard, business, all, then what will happen? As a basis user also, you cannot log into the system because you have locked all the users in quality system, correct? Again, you need to unlock at database level. Again, you need to activate the SAP star user. You need to log into the system. You need to unlock it again. It's a double work, right? So that's why as a precaution you need to lock except these users. Okay. So these are the pre-steps we need to take care in target system. Up to here, what we discussed, these all are pre-steps we need to take care before starting a refresh. Okay. And ultimately, what is my refresh activity? Here in production system, I need to take a backup. In quality system, I need to do a restore. That's it. This is my goal. This is my intention. Here I need to take a backup. Here, this backup I need to restore here. Then my system refresh activity is completed. After restore, what I need to do? Which tables data has been exported into the transport request? Those transport requests I need to import here after refresh. Then what will happen? I will get old data again in quality system. And user master record. User master record also I have taken export, correct? So this user master record transport request also I need to import here. If I imported after restore, then I can get it my quality users back after refresh, correct? So this is the system refresh activity steps. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss how to take a backup here, how to take a backup and how we can do a restore. Tomorrow we will discuss the actual backup and restore method. Did you got my point? Okay. Tomorrow we'll meet same time.